What is going on, guys? I am Gateway for real, and this is the first segment of a vid. This is the first video of a segment that I called um, "The Problems of Yu-Gi-Oh!" And I mean not the way like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like. I don't know. The persons in Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, um, I want to I want to talk about the problems which are going on like now, or which are going on the next sets maybe. And I'm talking like this. I'm gonna talk about which could be the problems of right now of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, for example, the power creep, or I can talk about some cards that are coming out and that I think is maybe gonna be too strong, or is also gonna be terrifying, or I don't know really. Maybe a second dragon ruler format or something like that. But yes, the first video I want to talk about the power creep. And the power creep about this, about like this, that some of the decks that are right now they are hit like, I don't know, 3 years ago, and they have still this cards on the forbidden list, or yes, on the ban list. And I'm gonna talk about the cards and the meta on the self, because I thought about some hours about why can't cards like Zen Mighty, or like Wind Up Zen Mighty, or even Shark could go to 1 or 2. And I really thought about it. Or really, I thought about, well, let's see. Yes, one card that could kinda go back is this card, Trishula. Trishula, I think everybody knows what it can does and what has done, because of why Trishula is on the ban list. Obviously, because of loops, and yes, Trishula. If you don't know, if you're living under a rock or something like that, you would know that Necros is a thing now, and Necros of Trishula is basically Trishula. And after I saw what Necros of Trishula does in the way to your opponent, I thought about, well, why is Trishula on the ban list? Really, that makes no sense, really. Because Trishula is basically Necros of Trishula. But the fact that you need to ritual summon it, and the real Trishula, you need to synchro summon it. I think now synchro summoning is harder these days, because you see a deck like Necros, they search for hours, and it's not annoying, but if you think about it, really, Necros of Trishula is not as hard. It's, in my opinion, is easier to bring out as Trishula, the original one. So I think for myself, Trishula can go up to 1. I that's my opinion. And what I have an own idea about bring back some older decks, and by that I mean Konami can did like that. One old deck per ban list can go back, like, for example, Injectors could, like, I want to say something like this. Konami is watching, like, okay, the meta is doing this, Burning Abyss is so much so good, so as good, or Shadow, so I don't know. So they could go like, why don't we bring back something of Insectors and just looking what it's gonna do. Like, for example, saying Hornet to 2. Just looking, like Konami bring boards. Uh, yes, Snatch Steal, and we obviously gonna knew that Snatch Steal is kinda of OP, but at myself it's not really OP. You can really get over it. But what could you do if guys like, I don't know, abusing this effect to the shit and basically landing on the forbidden list. So Insectus, like, I would say, if I'm Konami, like, okay, thinking about Insectors, Dragonfly is it could be a problem, but Hornet, if you look like Hornet, it's not really a problem these days. It can go to 2, really, or bring back, like they do it right now. They did bring back Raigeki, and all of a sudden, really, Raigeki is not breaking the game or something. It's a staple, but it's not breaking the game. So I look at, like, now bringing back, like, solemn shit, solemn judgment. Yes, that's the name. I'm sorry that I have all these cards on German, but I'm a German player, and so yes, solemn judgment and heavy storm. These two cards could go back to 1, in my opinion, because heavy storm. Let's see the meta right now. Heavy storm isn't banned. Giant Runate is banned. These mass removal something are banned because of OTK potential. And if I look now, decks like Burning Abyss, Saturnal Knights, Necros not really, because Necros are not playing traps really at all. Shadows kinda, and Cleave kinda, but let's talk about Saturnal Knights. Saturnal Knights, their deck consists of trap heavy, the 3 main Stellar Knights, maining up to max and out, put Rotor and some staples. That's it. That's the deck. And what I had the fact is, it takes no skill set 5 pass, because your opponent thinks, well, I'm getting lost of my resources if I want to attack him or doing something, because it's just annoying if all these traps are stopping you, because this deck is running trap heavy, because it has no the guy who is playing this deck has no idea what to play else besides traps. And Heavy Storm is, in my opinion, this card takes some kind of skill, because, okay, let's say your opponent has set 5 and no monsters. Obviously, this card needs no real skill, but if I think like now, you have set 1 and your opponent has set 2, and you could go for an OTK, but this card, no, they have maybe a chainable trap card. So you're thinking, if I activate now, I'm gonna go minus. But at the same time, if I'm gonna don't activate, I'm gonna minus so or so. They have sometimes think about, not sometimes, but let's say 60% about when to play Heavy Storm. And yes, that's one choice. And now going up to Solemn Warning. I want to do it as short as possible because I don't really like to have a video taking too long to upload. But yes, sorry for that. And Solemn Judgment could go also to 1 because of the fact that you need to pay half of your life points. Let's just say you have started the duel, set Solemn Judgment passed. Your opponent is on their turn, and they summon a monster that can be, or it is gonna be a key card to the next combos or even OTKs. So you're thinking like, if I'm gonna activate Solemn Warning now, I have to pay my 4,000 life points just to get rid of one card. And at the other hand, I have only left 4,000, and he can kill me so much easier. Or I'm gonna let it like it is. I'm not activated, and then let the card rolling on and waiting if he is gonna do a problem OTK or something. No, a combo that is gonna be a problem for me, and then I can maybe activate. But then I think it's too late because he obviously has the outs of it, and that's my video. Um, I I want to talk about like that more often, and I think at the next video I'm gonna talk about Stratos and what could be the dangerous or also not the or also why it could be at 1 and also why it deserves to be banned. And yes, that's all for this video, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And I'm gonna say it like this, please, if you can do subscribe to my channel. I know I am too small, and yes, I have like maybe 7 subscribers, and yes, and if you subscribe, I really, really, really thank you. Thank no, really. I'm sorry for my bad English. I'm thankful that you are subscribed to me because every subscriber at this point and at the following point, if I am going to be have 1,000 subscribers, maybe, I don't really think, but it could be, I don't know. Well, every 1 subscriber is for me like, damn, this guy helped me. And so I hope you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned, and goodbye.